Two boys, one podcast. Two boys, one podcast. Your movie connection. When it's time for reflection, we make fun of each other, then do film reviews. Winner or loser, is this movie right for you? Nope, it sucks. Don't press your luck. You better listen to us. Two boys, one podcast.
Hello, sports fans.
Do we have sports fans listening to the show?
I bet you somebody.
I mean, there must be some overlap, I guess.
SD, Supreme Dingus, you watching sports over there?
There's 100,
Over
unless
on
it's
the west side of town?
You know, he understands crumpet. He might be a cricket fan.
You think so?
He might. I doubt it.
Does he understand it, though? Did you just say he does?
He understands crumpet,
Oh,
so he might like cricket.
that's the first step.
Right? That's number one. Like in the two-step process, that is the number one. And I think he's got number one checked off.
He's halfway there.
I mean, he might be all the way there. We just don't know.
Supreme Dingus, please hit us up on Facebook, SoundCloud.
Comment on the live tweet.
Facebook. Everyone, please send your comments, thoughts, and give us a Christmas card. It's around Christmas now.
Yeah.
Send them to the corner of afternoon and go fuck yourself. 555, fuck you. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
That's it. I'm surprised you know that.
Why?
Well, usually it's me saying it, and then you have to go collect the mail.
Oh, that is very important. But yeah, there's probably a lot in there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we check it diligently.
Yeah.
We care about.
We care what you say, people.
Yeah. So yeah, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was fine. I ate a turkey. Did you eat a turkey?
I'm a big fan of the tryptophan.
Big fan of the tryptophan. That's good.
Yeah.
My family hates turkey, so I had to make my own turkey.
Did you go catch it?
Yeah.
Do you hold the turkey in the same disdain you do the geese?
Yo. No.
Oh. So it was more of like, sorry, buddy, but this has to happen.
Well, it was he knew what was coming, and I said, look, I'll give you a fair chance, man. It's you or me.
Mm-hmm.
Gobble. You can do whatever you want. I said, gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
We had talked briefly off air about doing a Thanksgiving special to cover the holidays.
Yeah. But
we didn't get to it. So
it's too bad that Die Hard that's set on
maybe next year.
Thanksgiving.
I mean, Thanksgiving covers. I'm thankful for the 12 days of Die Hard.
They're coming up, aren't they?
I think the fans are too. Yeah, they are.
I'm still a little sore from that reaming you gave me over Halloween. Jeez.
I mean, it's going to be mutual.
Yeah.
I'm considering.
You better watch out.
I'm considering expanding in the same way the Academy Awards did, from 5 movies to 10 for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just so much Christmas action to cover. I think
it's funny we haven't seemed to watch maybe one or two of them.
I mean, there's so much ground.
It's funny that you don't put them in there. The 12 Days of Die Hard.
It is funny,
isn't it?
It is. It's hilarious.
We're having a laugh.
Yeah. So no, I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving. I'm glad that that you won the turkey battle.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I did get rabies.
From the turkey?
Yeah.
Dang.
Turkey rabies.
It's the dangest thing I've ever heard.
What? Why?
I mean, do they carry? Are they not possible?
Oh, yeah.
Are fowl possible to carry rabies?
Well, it had a rat that was helping it.
Oh. It
So
was in cahoots.
Yeah, they were
cahoots. It's a real chicken and egg situation that you got there.
I mean, he was the chicken, and I cracked him like a goddamn egg, put it in some whiskey, and drank it down, baby.
I mean,
So anyways.
that is the only way to drink whiskey. I wish we had some of that.
I'm feeling a little aggressive lately.
Uh-huh. I mean, we gotta cheers to Dom DeLuise.
Stupid red shirt.
Yeah, what are you, a bull? We need to bring back the Dom DeLuise egg whiskey.
We'll get an egg. Get a whiskey.
All right, maybe next time. Maybe for the Christmas one.
Do I need to get a shot, do you think? Yeah, let's do it for Christmas.
All right.
Should I get a shot?
For a rabbit?
Right. A rabbit shot?
A rabbit shot? I think you're all right. We'll see. We'll monitor the situation.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'll keep a weather diary.
Very good.
Yeah.
It's been something I've been meaning to ask you, and I'm sorry to do it
live
over the podcast.
Great, I'm sure I can sense the remorse.
I really hope this doesn't affect our relationship.
Yeah, let's see how it couldn't.
Jeez, I don't even know how to start. Do you believe in life after love?
Jury's out.
Do you hear
Have you been
something
listening?
inside?
You really?
Inside you say you really don't think you're strong enough?
Oh,
No, you. I just watched Mask.
I've never seen
him.
him.
I didn't watch it.
Like Mask or The Mask?
Mask. I think that's what the one with Cher. And
Oh,
the
yeah, I've never seen
Elephant
it.
Man.
Never
He's got
seen
the
it.
Elephant Boy.
Yep, no. Like
Oh.
the man from Elephant Man?
I mean, there was a guy with the same thing. I think. Elephant
I've
Tigers.
never seen Elephant Man.
Yeah, we need to get there because it's really good.
Well,
Anthony Hopkins, there it is. John Hurt, there it is.
I had asked you before if you'd seen it, but you
Yeah.
had seen it and I was the one offering, so
Oh,
it wasn't eligible.
Oh, I got offered to you.
Yeah, that's how the rules work.
God, that
man.
makes me mad.
Yeah,
I
well,
am so.
you're so mad.
Oh.
Now it's getting rough in here, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna get violent on this podcast. But
Foreman.
I mean, we might as well just jump into it. It's been a little bit. We might as well just
What?
grease the wheels.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, when you
We did a lot of
when you were
things.
strangling your turkey with your bare hands,
What did we do last time? I don't even remember. What was the last movie?
the Howard the
Here's
Duck,
Howard
Howard the Duck.
I mean,
which
a
is-
lot of things have
I'm
happened since
assuming
then.
that
Since Halloween,
I'm
even.
assuming that you
What?
prepared Howard the Duck for your Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah. I wish I would have thought of it.
Yeah.
Little bastard.
All right. Well, what ground do you want to cover?
Well, I mean, what have you been doing?
I mean, I haven't been doing a whole lot. Just same old editing, writing, arithmetic.
Why are you doing arithmetic?
Because all that homework makes me sick.
I guess I walked into that.
Yeah, you did.
What is it? What is that? A song lyric?
I think it's an old schoolyard
Sorry,
rhyme.
the sniffles. Oh.
Yeah. No, mostly just writing and editing.
That's rather
like
boring.
The usual. Yeah, it is. It is.
You're a boring boy.
I am. I don't go out much.
Go ahead, ask me what I since we go ahead and ask me
You
what
want me to walk right into it? What have you been up to?
Nothing, same.
Yeah.
Editing.
You're right. We had a lot of
Arithmetic
things to
makes me
catch up on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, the one thing I wanted to mention is I did go to Europe and I
Mhm.
got a stonemason. So, and as we all know, any asshole.
So now you
with a
can
mason.
build the
Yeah,
castle.
yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
he's hard at work over there.
that was worth it.
He actually, let's see, what time is it? It's about 5 to 2. He should be arriving on Earth 3 in about an hour.
Oh, you didn't even let him build a castle on this Earth.
Well, he'd got one there, but yeah, he's going to Earth 3 and he's building some fortifications.
It's gonna be
there.
tough. I feel like we've established that Earth 3 was destroyed.
No, I don't believe that.
It was destroyed in the great intergalactic dilemma
not.
of 2018.
No, there was no dilemma.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. There wasn't a dilemma. Earth 2 crushed them,
No.
and
that's
there
not
was
true.
nothing but feathers.
What, a
left
bunch of bones?
over. Yeah, forget
Feathers.
about it, man.
Let's play bone feather. Beak? I don't know. Bone feather. Fur. Bone feather fur.
Okay. How does one play such a game?
It's like rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Okay.
Bone
Bone
makes
crushes.
soup out of fur.
Uh-huh. Like a muddler.
Fur makes feather sneeze. Feather makes...
Stick won't beat dog. Dog
Feather
won't bite pig. Pig
tickles,
won't jump
feather
over the
tickles
fence, and I
bone.
can't get home tonight.
He's just full of rhymes.
Yeah.
Earth 3 rules. Earth 2 drools. Don't you worry, everybody. Earth 3 is just
I
fine.
hate to be
And
the
we
bearer
got
of bad news, but
we got ourselves a mason up there. Woo!
I look forward to hearing the report.
Trebuchet or catapult?
Trebuchet.
They are better, but I like catapults.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna have a catapult that's gonna launch a trebuchet.
a launch within a launch. Like the trebuchet will be mid-wind.
Yeah.
The catapult will launch it,
Okay.
and you'll get more distance out of it that way.
Yeah, well, that's the idea.
Okay. I mean, I value the effort.
Yeah, thanks, man. You're going down. You'll be crushed.
I do like a
Crushed.
I do like a good conflict. So it gives
do,
me
do
something
you?
to get out of bed for in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you and your little bones are ready.
Oh, we're ready.
Sounds
We're gonna
dirty.
bone up on our reading.
Okay. It's not gonna help.
When you were strangling your Thanksgiving dinner, did you hear anything else?
Is
in
it
the
time to
distance?
cross that old rainbow
I
bridge?
believe it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zig, 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 awake, it's time for the next segment. Zig, 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 awake, it's time for the next segment. Gonna talk about movies called Erik the Viking. It's about Tim Robbins. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Zeke a Week.
Yeah. Erik the Viking, 1989.
America's favorite segment.
It is. Last time we checked.
Yeah.
Last time we got a Nielsen report.
Yeah.
Was number 1. The 1989 film Erik the Viking was connected by Tim Robbins from Howard the Duck.
Tim Robbins Hood.
And do you want to do the real synopsis? Or
I don't have it pulled up. Do you have it pulled up over there?
I can pull it up here.
And then you can give them both.
I don't want to give them.
Give them both.
I'll give them
You
both.
wanted to. You were priming me.
I'll give them both.
You wanted to do the two boys take. So go right ahead.
So the synopsis for this is pretty short. Erik the Viking and his men travel across the sea to find Valhalla to ask the gods to end the Age of Ragnarok.
Yeah, they did that. They did it.
It did happen within the context of the film.
Yeah.
They never established really what the Age of Ragnarok was.
Yeah, stuff seemed fine, didn't it?
Yeah. It seemed like what you would expect everything to be. It
You're
seemed
not
like
give the synopsis.
Tim Robbins is he's just Erik the Red. I guess he's Erik the Red.
Just Erik.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming he's Erik the Red. I'm actually going to check his IMDb. It said, no, he's just, you're right. He's just Erik.
I know. I know these things. Yes,
all
that's
right.
why I
so
said it.
he's over the raping and pillaging, and he's over the pillaging and plundering. He never really got on board with the raping.
No.
As we see in the opening scene, he was trying to ask this girl out.
Well, it was kind of a funny scene.
It was a funny scene.
She was like, "Are you going to rape me?" And he's like, "Well, is there any chance you like me? I prefer there to be feeling."
Yeah, and then he goes back to his village, and then just randomly pitches that he wants to find the Rainbow Bridge, to go ask the god. So what happens?
No, he went to see that witch.
What happens is this girl he wants there to have feelings for rather than rape her. She gets stabbed in the boob, the old boob, because 2 other Vikings come in. And he's like, they're like, well, finish her off then. And he's like, no, and then they stab her.
Yeah. Okay.
The whole movie is because he wants to go to Valhalla to find this woman.
That's not true.
So that he can bring her back and they can court.
That's not. That's
Nothing.
Not the case.
It makes as much sense as the rest of this movie does.
No, so and then he goes and sees the witch, and she says, "Oh, it's Ragnarok. You need to go to Valhalla, ask those old gods. Hey, would you stop this Age of Ragnarok so we don't die no more?" So that's what he was doing, and he just so happened to run into Blood Booby Lady.
Well, I'm glad you followed up on the synopsis.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
And there was a dragon.
Yeah, there was. So
sea battle.
Okay, let's just follow up. Samantha Bond is the Blood Boob actress. This is her first role.
Mm-hmm.
She's famous for playing Moneypenny in the Pierce Brosnan films of James Bond.
Oh no.
Yeah. Just some foreshadowing.
I don't like where this is going.
So he gives this speech. Erik gives this speech of why the village should not lament if they all die. And it goes on for several minutes.
The people that are going on the voyage.
Yeah, and everybody's crying and weeping. And then his father, played by Mickey Rooney,
because they're family members. Yeah,
is like, stop talking. Like, you're not a good motivational speaker.
That was funny.
Just get on the boat and roll away.
He says, say something cheerful, and he says, "Cheers."
Yeah. There are some really funny parts in this film.
Yeah, it got me giggling pretty good a couple of times.
It's not. I would not say it's a good film, but there are some funny parts to this.
Yeah. Well, so anyways, the movie is The Journey to Valhalla, and of course we have John Cleese.
So, fun fact, John Cleese joined in this film as a favor to the director because Jack Lemmon had dropped out last minute.
Jack Lemmon?
Yeah, he was supposed to play that character.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, John Cleese did a much better part.
John Cleese played Half Dan the Black. So
Half Dan.
So all of these characters in this film are based on
HALF space DAN?
No space.
Half Dan. Is it Half Dan or Halfdan?
Half Dan. So all of these Vikings are real. They're based on real people.
Yeah, and you're related to them all, right?
I'm related to a lot of them.
You're so cool.
But I don't this film is very nonsensical.
I could be like you.
Yeah, I'm just setting a high bar. So there are historical accuracies to the characters in it, but it's very much a Monty Python style film.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be a comedy.
Really?
No.
Oh. I mean, the poster makes it seem like somewhere between A New Hope and a disaster. The dragon that you never see the whole dragon of is sticking his tongue out on the poster.
Well, I thought it would be at least semi-serious.
The tag for it is you can fight the gods and still have a good time. Erik the Viking, 730 AD.
Well, you investigate things. I just go in cold turkey.
That's true. And we both end up with
cold dead turkey.
You probably end up liking them more than I do. Yeah. So this seems like a Monty Python project. A lot of the Monty Python crew are in on this. Terry Jones wrote and directed this, and he also plays the king of the High Brazilian tribe.
Yeah, they went to High Brazil to get the horn resounding.
The horn resounding, which basically is the horn of Gondor that floats.
Yeah, or in Lord of the Rings books, they had those big horns that were going to bring down the wall.
Yeah, the horn of Gondor.
Just like Pink Floyd.
No, the horn of Hammerhelm.
I don't remember what
Helm's
it was called.
Deep. Yeah, the Helm's Deep horn. That's the one that.
Yeah, Helm's Deep horn.
The horn of.
That was in Game of Thrones. Yeah. That's it.
That's the one. I'm glad that we're on
crossover
the same page.
Yep.
So yeah, the. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Look at him. He's so amazed by who's in it, and oh my gosh, I used a Panasonic 5231. Oh wow!
So this actually has some implications for our podcast. Terry Jones wrote Labyrinth. I didn't realize he wrote Labyrinth. So he wrote this and Labyrinth. Oh, cool. And the green screen on this was very reminiscent of Labyrinth green screen.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
I mean, it was terrible on this, but on Labyrinth it was spot on.
No. It was better in this than it was on.
No, you're wrong.
It was so bad in Labyrinth.
Wait, here's Labyrinth. 87? Where are you?
I'm going to let you find it in your notes because we were just talking about how organized your notes were.
I'm really organizing things.
Yeah.
86.
Yep.
Well, I mean, they had 3 years.
Yeah, it got a lot changed.
Yeah, it got worse.
No. So what did they call the dragon in this?
It was the beast of the North Sea, dragon of the North Sea.
The dragon of the North Sea, yeah. So, and then they had a blacksmith along, and he kept saying, oh, damn the blacksmith's code. And he just made up this code that he would reference in his head that no one else was privy to.
Yeah, I was really confused as to what that was all about.
I don't really know.
He sort of betrayed him or something, and that's why John Cleese was after him. John Cleese wanted Ragnarok to happen?
John Cleese wanted the Age of Ragnarok to continue, and he hated Erik. So Halfdan the Black hated Erik. Really didn't get into that much.
He's called Halfdan. He was a whole guy. If his name's Dan.
I mean, he would have been a giant.
Whole Dan.
Giants were always called Dans.
And he add another half to that guy? That's a big guy.
That's what I'm saying. Giants were always called Dans, and then this was Halfdan.
Okay.
He's just a regular-sized guy.
Right. Okay. I didn't realize that.
In my notes, I actually have green screen reminds me of Labyrinth.
In my notes, I have little son of a bitch.
So, the frog voice, there were some quotes that I did like. I never thought I should see the sun again. I never thought I should see the sun again.
Yeah, that guy's voice was awesome.
And he was just they're floating through the sea, and then this orb comes up, and you're like, oh, it's the sun. I'm like, I never thought I should see the sun again. And then it turns out to be whatever those weird fish are that have the little
Angry
light
fish.
that have the light that hang in front of their face.
But it was on a big dragon.
But it was on a big dragon. Yeah, the dragon of the North Sea.
Yeah. And then this guy crawled in his nose and killed it, I guess.
I think he just made him sneeze. He was.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
He hid his sword in a pillow, a down pillow, and then shoved the feathers down the dragon's nose.
I missed that.
And then another guy who kept trying to berserk, he stabbed him in the cheek, and then he started bleeding, and his eyes welled up, and I think he sneezed.
And then that ship goes flying. A couple guys fall off, I guess. They land in High Brazil.
We never really know what happens to those guys.
The king.
Yeah, Terry Jones plays the king.
And the love interest.
The love interest?
Yeah, that girl.
Oh, yeah. Terry Jones didn't play the love interest. But, yeah, Tim McInnery is the actor who plays the berserk. His dad's always sharing these stories of going berserk. And his character, Sven the Berserk, is always trying to go berserk.
Yeah, he's having a tough time.
And he's just foaming at the mouth. And he finally gets a chance to go berserk. And his father, nods in approval.
There was a part where there was 3 of them when they're fighting John Cleese's men, and one says, "Go berserk." He says, "You go berserk."
Yeah.
And of course, you'll never be a berserker if you lose your temper.
Right. That's a good line. So the witch you were talking about is Eartha Kitt. She's most famous.
Eartha Kitt.
That we would understand because of she plays the witch in Kronk. Emperor's New Groove.
Kronk.
Like in the Emperor's New Groove, the witch.
And she's also in Scared Stupid, of course.
Yes, that's also very true. Yeah. So, then the princess was played by. You liked her name, Imogen Stubbs.
I just like Imogen.
Imogen Stubbs plays the princess who is able to hide her lovers with an invisible cloak that only works on her father and the priest.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
But then Eric takes it and he says, "Okay, this is magic. I'm going to use this to fight old John Cleese's guys." Puts it on, but everyone can see him except for the one guy. I don't know if he was blind or he just wasn't looking.
The priest couldn't see him. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, "Where is he? I don't know."
That's I misunderstood.
Yeah.
So anyways, he thinks he's invisible to the enemy, and he's just going around fighting them. And
yeah, and they were like, John Cleese is yelling at his troops, like, "Why aren't you fighting back? Have you never fought back before?" And they said, "No, usually our presence strikes fear into them, and they give up." They have these
skulls.
great skull, like these bird skull. Like it looks like a plague doctor, except like a raven's head, except the raven's head would have decayed, and it's just a skeleton now.
I don't know about that. I think it was some sort of ungulate. Either way, doesn't matter. They looked intimidating, so I guess that makes sense.
They did look intimidating. And then somehow John Cleese's character escapes, and he forces an old man to row him back to shore, and then they take over the village at the end after Tim Robbins gets back from Valhalla.
Oh.
They have a full-on attention. And they have a full-on Hook moment, and
right.
And like the boat falls out of Valhalla and lands on them.
Watch your head.
Yeah,
I think that's what he said.
I think so. It was very ironic.
We ate some bread.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they made it to Valhalla, and all the gods were played by children.
Mm-hmm. They blew the horn, and then they fell off the edge of the earth.
None of the people from Valhalla really wanted to come back with them, even though they went to Valhalla and brought all their crew that had been murdered
was
back.
There, and they left her.
Samantha was there. Samantha Bond was, or no, that's not her name, is it?
That's what you called her before.
I think I got that wrong. I'm gonna double check here.
Samantha from Bond.
Yeah, Samantha from Bond. No, it is right. Samantha Bond. That's her name.
And she just plays well.
She plays Moneypenny. No. It's fitting.
There should be more people should be named that.
I think it's a prerequisite.
Starting Neil, next year. It should be Sam Park or Sam Jurassic.
Sam Jurassic, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have to keep that name forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And only starring, that kind of thing. That's the way it should be.
It's the way God intended.
Sam Jurassic.
Jurassic Sam. It's a different movie.
I like the ring of that.
Yeah.
Are we going to watch Jurassic Sam next week?
Yeah. We'll invite Raptor Boom. So yeah, they get to Valhalla. They ask the gods who are played by children to let them like live, and Odin's like no. and then the priest goes back to the boat, and I don't know how he's able to do it, but Odin throws them down into the pit of hell, and on their fall, the priest is on the boat, and he pulls like some lever that makes them fall back down to earth instead.
That's what happened.
So
magic lever.
Very clever
2000, lever 2000.
I don't know. There's a lot we watched this together. There was a lot that I didn't understand. And this has a 6.3 rating on IMDb.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, even the top review is 8 out of 10, and it says time to reevaluate Terry Jones. And I was like, I don't think I need to reevaluate anything.
You better.
I mean, I'm sure for 89, this was normal. It's just judging it out of context. If I'd seen it as a child, maybe I really would have liked the Dragon from the North Sea. I know. I'm just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, like how it got made, and I can't think of another reason. I don't get it.
It was a better time.
It was a different time.
It was a better time.
It was
better.
There was a time. There was a day.
And it was better there.
I don't know. The 80s were something else.
Far out, man.
Far out, man. Hey, Nung, man.
Hey, Nung, man.
So, yeah. I never thought I should see the sun again. Do you have any other notes?
Let's see. Oh, I love the 80s and that opening scene. It was very 80s. I loved it.
The rape, pillage, and plunder scene?
Yeah, up until I realized it was a comedy. Right up to that, I was like, all right, this is going to be cool. I was kind of expecting like Beastmaster or Conan or something.
Sure.
Was not that.
It was not.
What do you see? Why do they sound British? They're Scandinavian.
Because it was made by a bunch of British people with Tim Robbins.
Do you think they took a page out of the Kevin Costner English accent thing in Robin Hood?
So, fun fact here for all you people at home: there is a 7-second scene in this movie where, like, John Cleese, when we're introduced to John Cleese, Half-Hand, the black character, he's just having people killed. Like, garroted.
Yeah, I was going to get to this part. That was a funny sequence.
He's garrote him.
Flay him alive.
Flay him alive. And then cut his head
garrote
off.
Him, then cut his head off.
And then there's one guy who's just cut his head off. And he's like, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a good man.
He's holding a conversation while he's executing people.
Yeah. And in that process, one of the people he's having murdered, and you're just waiting in line, and he's lamenting that these people don't think ahead, because I think he's confused as why they're standing in line. Like, why would you come to be executed?
Yeah.
I don't know. But one of the people in line, I'm confident that this person is Walter Sparrow.
From Robin Hood, man.
From Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I'm pretty sure he plays Duncan in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. But as Rob pointed out, as I was giving him shit for this yesterday,
because he wanted to choose it, because I haven't seen it. You've heard us talk about this.
Yeah, Rob has not seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and I really want to watch that movie for this podcast. Because Rob has a deal about, he keeps saying that Robin Hood's voice in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is not British. And he doesn't know, because it's all he has to say. So
he's probably like, I'm Robin Hood.
There's only one way to find out. So,
but there was a problem, wasn't there?
I'm not going to say. But
there was a problem. So
Walter Sparrow, I'm pretty sure is this person, but I watched the credits. I checked on Google. I checked on IMDb. He's not actually credited in this film. And as the ironclad rules of the Two Boys One Podcast say,
what do the two Boys rules
you have to have a credit on IMDb that is not your own name in order to be eligible.
And he didn't. You were so close.
I was so close. It is him. I even pulled up a picture, and Rob said, I'm not even going to bother telling you because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. He ain't listed, baby.
He's not listed. And he was right.
Poor Zeke.
He was right. I just don't have to like it.
You should like it.
Anyway.
I don't know. Okay.
Are you ready? All right, do you have any other notes?
No, that's Cool Dragon.
I really liked the dragon. The dragon was great. He blew them into the Mediterranean from the North Sea, but, that's fine. I do want to cover the terrible singing of Terry Jones's little cult colony on the North Brazil.
That was funny when they were singing.
The rules of the North Brazil are that it will be this fantastic utopia until a single drop of blood is spilled, and the blacksmith's assistant kills the guy, and the island sinks immediately.
Yep.
But Terry Jones is the king of this island. He's like, no, nothing to see here. Nope. Nothing to see. You're panic mongers. You're all panic mongers.
So his daughter got a ship to save
Imogen.
Imogen got a ship, and she got all Eric and his crew on there.
And the horn. That's what the priest did. He blew the horn, and that's how they fell to earth instead of hell.
Anyways, and they could have saved the town, her dad and the townsfolk, but they're literally sinking down, going lower and lower. Get on the ship. No, thank you.
No thanks, nothing to see. Everything's fine. And they sing Under the Sea, and then there's just a big bubble that pops. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. No, thank you.
And then Imogen sails off. She seems a little jealous about Samantha Bond's blood loop character when they get to Valhalla. But then Samantha doesn't come along, and so they're all standing in the snow, and Imogen's princess Ond is just fine with Eric once again. So
it was just like that.
So now you're all caught up. I did like the slave driver on Half-Hand the Black's boat. you incomprehensible Western trouser wearers.
He was speaking Chinese, but there were subtitles.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Japanese, I don't know.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked all that.
Not slurs, but stereotypes about. I'm not exactly sure. It was more he was saying the opposite of what he was.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Anything Western culture related, he was just shouting obscenities at them, and they didn't have any understanding at all. Yeah. But all right, if you're ready to rate it, I'm ready to rate it.
Sorry, I was just trying to.
No, hit it.
Okay, there we go.
Sex or the saw?
Yep. Oh, okay, got it. I'm giving it sex, it's hand stuff. Neither of you orgasm.
It's just a dry rub. That's like you and your turkey.
I mean, it was all right.
All right. Okay.
No, I wet rubbed my turkey.
Okay. We rented this on Amazon. I didn't even bother to check if there was X-ray on this. It was $2.99.
Oh, I owe you some money, don't
I? No.
Sure.
No one deserves this.
I guess I
would say 99 cents.
Out of $3.
Out of $2.99.
1/3. That's 33.3.
If you're looking for something old, like in the 80s to watch, that it has quite a few good laughs. Like both of us laughed out loud audibly several times.
Yep.
The movie as a whole does not make any sense.
I was definitely waiting for it to be over.
But it's just okay. Like the movie is almost 2 hours long. It's a long one. I think without credits it's an hour 40. But it seems longer than it is.
It's very true.
So
I think
I'd give it a 30%.
Better than it is worse, but just a touch.
So if you were really liking, if you're on like a tear for Monty Python,
yeah.
style humor, this is going to fit right into that.
If you can find it free.
Yeah.
Maybe late at night fall asleep to it or something, I don't know. But I wouldn't go out and seek it.
I would not either. Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing we saw it.
So that brings us to Kalima! Choose your death!
No, I don't think so.
No, you have to.
No.
I can assign it or you can choose it.
Nope.
Do you want me to assign it this week?
No. No, I don't.
All right. That's what I thought. So I have quite a few options for you.
How many are we talking?
7.
Okay.
There'll be no confusion here.
No, I'm sure not.
So.
Oh, I drink milk. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, I drink milk.
What was that from?
It's from a friend. It's from a friend of Haley's.
Okay. Oh, I drink milk.
Oh, I drink milk.
I wrote that down.
That's funny.
Oh, and also Zeke had a pretty great quote when we were watching. He was going through all the actors in the movie. And this is out of context. It sounds bad, but he was just looking through the movies, and there were some rapists at the beginning, and he was just like, wow, there's so many options, which now we have 7 options. And Zeke says, and I quote, the rapists alone have done a lot.
I mean, if you look through, like, I always like looking through credits.
Rapists have done a lot.
Because several of the actors in this are literally credited as the something rapist.
Yeah.
All from that opening scene of Pillage and Plunder, who end up killing Blood Boob, or giving Boob the blood. All right, so first up we have Yellowbeard through John Cleese. It is, after serving 2 decades in prison, Yellowbeard breaks out determined to recover the treasure that he buried so long ago alongside his son, old crew, and the British Navy. Co-stars in that include Graham Chapman, Peter Boyle, Cheech Chong, Peter Cook, and Eric Idle. All right.
We need another ship movie. We haven't had enough.
Right? We need another sailing pirate film. All right. If it's relevant, that one has a 6 out of 10 rating on IMDb.
That's not really relevant.
Okay. But the next one, also through John Cleese.
That's a comedy. Okay.
Yeah. Also through John Cleese, we have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, which is also a Terry Jones film. Mole's underground home is bought by the weasels from wealthy landowner Mr. Toad, and Mole is thrown out. He and Rat start to fight and get his home back from evil weasels.
Is this a bunch of people dressed up in costumes? Is it animated? What is this? Is that just their last names?
It looks like kind of along the. It's like a Wind in the Willows thing. Steve Coogan, Eric Idle, Terry Jones, and John Cleese. It looks like kind of like a Dick Tracy sort of situation.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. I like that. And anthropomorphism also sticks with our thing.
Sure, that is a theme. That is true. We've had such good success with pirates and frogs.
Yeah.
All right. That has a 6.3 out of 10. Let's moving forward here.
5 more. Come on.
All right. Mickey Rooney is the connection for Breakfast at Tiffany's. The 1961 film, a young New York socialite becomes interested in a young man who has moved into her apartment building, but her past threatens to get in the way. Made famous by Audrey Hepburn.
The Hep.
Yep.
Hepe, I guess.
That has
Hepe.
Oh,
Hepe.
oh, Hep Audrey. That has a 7.7.
Oh, that tickles me. That's only 7.7? Really?
Yep. Samantha Bond, and you knew this was coming.
Yeah.
Tomorrow Never Dies, 1997. James Bond. Do you want me to read the synopsis? Doesn't matter.
Nah, not really.
Right. It also has a Two Boys, One Podcast alum in Jonathan Pryce.
Your boy. That's your boy.
We all know
the old
at this point
high
how I feel
sparrow.
about him. All right, Tim McNary, who played the Berserker, is the connection to
He did go berserk.
He did. He did. He frothed at the mouth and made his father proud.
You did mention it.
The 2010 film Black Death, set during the time of the first outbreak of the bubonic plague in England, a young monk is given the task of learning the truth about reports of people being brought back to life in a small village.
Does this have a Ned Stark in it?
It has Ned Stark.
Seen it.
Is it good? Eddie Redmayne, Ned Stark.
It was fine. It wasn't great.
Really?
Yeah.
Disappointing. Were they coming back from the dead?
I don't remember.
I want to know.
I don't. Yeah, sure. Yeah, they were. It was terrible.
Were they zombies?
Yep.
Really?
I don't remember.
All right. Also,
I saw it.
through McNary,
I think this was.
101
would
Dalmatians, the live action.
Oh boy. Okay. I mean, if we watch that one. Yeah, I know. Cruella de Vil, blah, blah, blah. Gonna make a coat out of him. Yeah, yada, yada. I mean, if we watch it, I'm gonna have to see that one shot. I need to see all 101, and we have to pause it and count it.
We have to count all the dogs.
Yeah.
If we do that.
I want to make sure that there is 101 of these damn things.
And that's due diligence.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still one more.
One more. And oh, there it is. Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt. The Pink Chiquitas.
Oh, the Pink Chiquita.
1987.
Pink bananas?
It has a 4.2 out of 10.
Ooh, now we're talking.
A pink meteor controlled by aliens lands near a small town and turns the local women into nymphos. A deputy sheriff and a local private eye investigate.
Nymphos?
Yeah.
Like the early stages of a bug's development? Nympho?
Yeah. Yeah.
Turns them into bugs, huh?
Yep.
That's
so,
interesting.
Those are your options.
Oh, boy, this is actually a tough one. Oh, man.
All I can say is, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
What's it between?
Mr. Toad.
Mm-hmm.
This will surprise you, but Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Mm-hmm.
And Pink Chiquitas.
I figured Pink Chiquitas would make the finals there. Side note, the Baron one to end the trilogy was also an option, but I chose to leave it out.
So, everybody, if you remember, there's Time Bandits and Brazil are part of a loose trilogy by Terry Gilliam. Is that it? And I don't know what it's called, but it's a Baron Munchausen movie. And we could have got there. I've been trying.
We also could have got to Jabberwocky, but no.
And also famously offered a couple of times.
Yep.
Of course, Zeke is just
if you're rabid fans
son of a bitch.
2B1P,
Not
you know all about it.
You know, this whole podcast series, I've called you a little bit of a son of a bitch.
From the
today
beginning.
You graduated to just a regular son of a bitch.
Today's the day. I've finally done it.
Well, congratulations.
I feel good about
it. Fuck. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm shocked by that. If I had to guess, I would have guessed Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
That sounds fun.
All right, Breakfast at Tiffany's it is.
I can't believe I chose fucking Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I mean, this is on you, man.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
What year?
The year is 1961.
Oh, boy. That's got to be better than the Sextet.
It has to be. Mickey Rooney
61?
is the connection.
61?
1961. Mickey Rooney. We're making notes.
We're making notes. We're writing Rooney. And what was his character's name?
In which one?
Vikings.
In Vikings, he played Eric's grandfather.
That's it, huh? Okay.
That's it.
All right.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm actually looking forward to it. I've never seen the whole thing. Why did you pick it then? It's not too late to change.
That's locked. What? It's locked in. That was it.
You could have picked Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and we could have been screaming at each other.
A comet turned a bunch of ladies into bugs.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they're gonna turn into.
Yeah, nymphos. Yeah. So they start as a larva and then they're a nympho.
Yep. All right. I mean,
and that's when the fun begins.
I'll keep reminding you that this was your doing.
It's fine. It's one of those things. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, I mean, we should both have seen this already.
Yeah. That's why I chose it.
All right. Well, that's all I have.
Well, everybody, it's been a slice. Remember, don't be a sucker. I switched them up, and there's not 4. It's only 3. And if you need us, just whistle.
Okay, love you, bye. The portions of today's broadcast that you actually enjoyed are brought to you in whole by...
Hi, I'm Liam Larney O'Leary McClintock Lanahan Mahaffey. Me dear old mom always told me, Liam Larney O'Leary McClintock Lanahan Mahaffey, you were born with the gift of gab and a blarney stone up your arse. Well, I'm here to tell you she was right. Because here at Liam Larney O'Leary McClintock Lanahan Mahaffey's haberdashery, hamhocks, lamp lighting, and lightning bugs... Our prices are so... Wait a second, me leprechaun escaped.
Liam Larney O'Leary McClanahan Larnahan Mahaffey, you may have been born with the gift of gab, but I'm here to make sure you do really have a blarney stone up your arse.
You get back in your gimp cage or there will be no water tonight. Believe it, leprechaun, for Liam Larney O'Leary McClintock Lanahan Mahaffey is a man of his word.
I'm done gimping you, gobshite. It's time to pay the piper.
Yo! Oh, that's not so bad, having a blarney stone up your arse. Oh, how you doing, lass? Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a little better. Here we go.
I'm going straight up like gnome.